Okay, so today's event is how to become successful in college. And it's important. College should be an enjoyable time, right? You don't want to be stressed out. And I will share with you why how we approach college to give us that enjoyment and passion and not be so stressed out and drained every day when you go to college. Okay. So as you already know, so let's get started with today's agenda. So I will share with you, understand the purpose and mindset for college success, tip to pick the right education, and then tip to help you spot out your strength and talent while you're going to college. And that is important right there. Okay. You don't want to go to school and don't really understand if this is what I want. Okay. So I will share you some tips. And then I will provide daily stress and studying tool to help you learn successfully. Okay. And then second half, question and answer. So if you have any question, it's best if you put in the chat box. Because sometimes I guess technology, I can't really clearly understand. So if you have any question or comment, it's best to put in the chat box, okay? And I can read it and help you. And I will try my best, like always, to answer your question as best as I can, okay? Yeah, so we're good?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
Everything to become successful in life is start with the right mindset. How do you approach going to college? And that is the key. Okay. So what is a successful mindset for college success? When you go to college, you always have to aim that is for personal growth. And then all come back to you as a human being. Okay. When you go to school, you getting new knowledge and skill, correct? And every time you gain new knowledge and skill, it should help you become a better person. It should help you manage your life better. But most importantly, it should help you in the workforce. Okay. But however, if you are so stressing out, then how can the brain learn? No matter how many times you go to college, and if you are stressing out, then you can't learn the knowledge and skills successfully, which means you ruin the whole purpose of going to school, of going to college, because you're not gonna get anything benefit out of it. And that's why a lot of time college students are so stressing out that at the end of the 4 years of college, they didn't learn anything. They feel like the college is useless, and that's how a lot of people feel today. They feel like college is useless, not because they didn't that the skill, the knowledge that they learned is not useful. It's because they were not able to process, to absorb in the knowledge and skill successfully in their mind. And that's why a lot of people say college is useless because they are not learning successfully. Okay, and that's why you have to approach the mindset is when you go to college, it's the opportunity for you to learn new knowledge and skill, which means you have to make sure you are the best capacity to learn successfully. And when you can see that, it will help you enjoy learning. Okay. But another thing is we have to have the right mindset when it comes to the 21st century. However, a lot of students are going to school with the 20th century. Okay. And I will share with you what does that mean. Okay. But most importantly, when you go to college is to help you learn more about yourself. Okay. You will make better decision as you go through college. You should make better decision as you go from classes to classes, from semester to semester. Okay, if you didn't make good decision as you progress through the 4 year of college or your master or PhD, whatever, which means you ruin the whole purpose of going to college. College should help you not only learn new knowledge and skill, but also help you make better decision as time go by, and that is the key purpose of going to college. So if you haven't learned much when you go to college, you ruin the whole purpose. And if you didn't learn about yourself as you go through college, then you didn't go to college for the right purpose. And that's the right mindset. Okay. So I will share with you what is the differences between the 21st century. And that's important. Okay. So what is the 20th century? So as I already shared with you, the 20th century is about information age. Okay, what does that mean? That means the more knowledge we have, the more successful we become. Because in the 20th century, we didn't have the internet, which means people weren't able to put up all the information for us to use, which means it's hard for people to get access to information, okay? And so the more information you have, the more successful you become in the 20th century, okay? So like, for example, in the 20th century, if you have a bachelor degree, doesn't matter what kind of bachelor degree you have, you can get a job very easily. And if you have a master degree, no doubt, so easy, you can get a job so easy, because with a master degree, you have a lot of knowledge, okay? And companies are looking for people with knowledge because they don't have access to the internet. And even though the internet was developed in the 1960s, we did not know how to use the internet until the 2000, which means almost the 21st century, okay? And in the 20th century, we don't have a lot of people writing books. If you want your book to be published, a publisher has to agree to publish your book. If they don't agree to publish your book will not get published. So it's hard for information to be out there in the 20th century. But if you have a bachelor master degree, that's why the 20th century is called information age. The more knowledge you have, the more successful you become easily, okay? But as we step in the 21st century, knowledge is still important, but we have to make a twist, okay? So knowledge in the 21st century is known for the technology age, okay? Which means technology, the advanced technology, internet is technology, okay? Now that we're in the 21st century, people post information everywhere, right? So which means for a company to get access to information, it's very easy. Information is still valuable, but it's not as valuable as in the 20th century when information is not available to everybody. But right now with the internet and advanced technology, people can get access to information all over the internet, writing books. Today, you can self-publish your book easily on Kindle, self-publish. I mean, your information is out there so fast that knowledge is not as valuable, which means because knowledge today is at our fingertip. Tablet, laptop, computer, cell phone. So which means knowledge is not as valuable. And that is why there's a lot of people with a bachelor degree, with a master degree that hasn't have a job because they have the knowledge, but they are missing in the 21st century. Okay, and that is important to understand. And again, with the technology, it changed roles so rapidly, which means we need to keep up with the change. But a lot of us are not keeping up with the change because we are still stuck in the 20th century. But in the 21st century, we have to keep on growing and learning so fast, a lot faster than the 21st century to keep up to become successful. Okay, so I will share with you the 3 things we need to do in the 21st century to become successful in college and also after college, okay? So there are 3 things. Okay, we need to have passion. Education is still important. Knowledge is powerful, okay? So that's still important, but it's not only about any education. It has to be the right education, okay? Like the 20th century, you can get any degree and you still be okay. But in the 21st century, it's just not about getting education. It just has to be the right education for you. And that's where your passion comes in. You want to get an education that you are passionate about. Because why? Because, again, companies still value knowledge, right? They need new knowledge constantly because new knowledge is out there constantly. And they still need you as employees to learn new knowledge, right, to provide to the company. But if you are not passionate about what you are doing, then how will you have the motivation to keep on learning the new knowledge? If we hate what we do, why would we want to keep on learning, right? And that's why a lot of people stop on learning because they hate what they do. But company need new knowledge. And if you're not willing to keep on learning, then you're not adding value because what you know today will be on the internet tomorrow. which means what you know will be on the internet, and people and the employers don't need you anymore because they can get your information today, tomorrow on the internet. But they still need you to go out there and keep on learning to provide the new knowledge, because the new knowledge will not be on the internet that fast. And that's why they need you to go out there to keep on learning, keep on providing new knowledge so the company can grow as fast as they need to. But if you're not learning, then you're not giving the company valuable information that they need to grow. And that's how fast society is growing with the internet. Every day, you need to have new knowledge to add value to the company. Otherwise, you are more likely to get fired, more likely to get laid off, because you are not adding new knowledge the company needs. And that's why you have to be very passionate, picking the right education. That is the key. Education is still important a lot because knowledge is still powerful. But it has to be the right education, and that is so important, okay? And you have to understand that your education does not determine your career, okay? Education is one, but in the 20th century, education does determine your career. You get a job easily. But like again, today, a lot of people have a master and bachelor degree that does not have a job. But you have to understand that your career does not determine by your education. And as you can see here, there are 3 things, okay? I don't know if you remember, Frank, I was sharing with you, I started my career as a speaker in 2010. But I did not get my master degree until 2011. I did not get my PhD until 2015. So I started my career before my education. You see, so a lot of my career start is because of my experiences. It's because of my passion that I have of what I want to do. But I went and get education later on because education is still important. So in this case, that's why you have to understand that your education does not determine your career, but it's a big component, part of to help you become more successful, okay? So in this case, you still have to get experience, okay? Knowledge without application will be useless, okay? Employers are looking for people that can apply their knowledge, okay? When you start working, they are looking for people with experiences. They are looking for people who can go in and do the job right away. If I hire somebody, I don't want to spend the time training you how to do something. I want to make sure you know how to do it the moment, the first day you come into work, okay? I don't have time. The company does not have time to train you, okay? That is your job with the skill to bring in, okay? And that's why experience is so important. And a lot of times college students are so focused on getting the class done, but they lack the experience. And when they finish college, they don't have the experience. And then they end up having to go out and get experience first before they actually even get hired. So in this case, you want to make sure you get your experience in as you are going to school to prepare yourself that you can do the job successfully that employers are looking for, because employers don't want to spend time training you, okay? You need to come in with the right knowledge and skill ready to do the job successfully, okay? And then connection and networking, okay? A lot of time, remember like I said, when I started my career, I didn't have the education, but I learned how to build connection. I go out there and see who's better than me to learn and build connection with them to help me, to network, build relationship. And that is important. As you build relationship, then they are more likely to support you, right? If you don't have good relationship, why would they want to help you? And that is important in the 21st century. To advance, you have to have good relationship with your supervisor, a good relationship with your boss, or whoever that's at the top, and you want to achieve at where they are. You want to make sure you learn how to communicate, learn how to build relationship with them. That will help you be more visible. That will more likely to help you get better opportunity. Okay. So these are the 3 things that we need to have before we are in the workforce, okay? Before you get out of college, make sure we have all these 3 things. And when you have all these 3 things, you are at the best position to get any job. And if you are not getting a job, you are the best position to open your own company or whatever that you want to do, okay? So next, I'll share with you different tips and tools how to pick the right education, okay, and to help us make sure that it's passionate, okay? And that's the key. So as you can see here, there's 4 components: life, meaning, and purpose. In the 21st century, it's all about life, meaning, and purpose, okay? Not in the 20th century, but in the 21st century, it's all about life, meaning, and purpose. Is your education give you the opportunity to help others, to improve the society, and to improve the community? And the thing is, basically, any education will help you do that. It's just you have to be really clear. How does your education do that? Okay, you have to take some time and be very creative and be innovative to think, how does your education help the community, help society, help the world? Because today in the 21st century is about life, meaning, and purpose. Okay, so like for example, if you pay attention today, company have a mission and purpose to help the world. So like for example, let's say that if a company sells 10 pair of socks, they will donate 1 pair of socks to the homeless or the low income. So by donating that to the homeless and the community, they are supporting the community. They are making a difference in society. And if you pay attention with any successful company that's at the top, they have a vision to make the world a better place. Okay, and that is what you want. And same with your career, and same with your lifestyle, same with your education. How is my education gonna help me create life, meaning, and purpose to help the world, society, a better place to live? Because you are a part of the world, okay? And don't you want the world be a better place for you as well? And so that's why you want to pick an education that give you that purpose, okay? Second, you want to make sure your education has to be clear. How does my education help me become a better person? Okay? How does, when I'm learning something, how can I apply that in my life to help me become a better person? So like, for example, the reason why I got my master's degree in health psychology is because I want to learn how the body and mind is connected. I want to learn how my body and mind is connected so I can improve myself, right? And the reason why I went and got my PhD in humanistic psychology is because I want to learn what is human potential so I can reach my human potential for me, okay? But like again, if I can do it, then I can also start to teach others to do it as well. And that will tie back into life, meaning, and purpose, okay? If you can do something successful for you, other people can also benefit from you as well, because we are all human beings. And the thing that truly matters, life, meaning, and purpose, is very the same for everybody, okay? Next, curiosity is you want to ask yourself, what are you curious about in life? You know, there's a question and there's no answer for it. And that's what you want to discover. So whatever in life that you want to get an answer, or you curious about something to help yourself live better, but there's no answer out there, then that's where your education come in. You want to seek out an education that help you answer life question. And that is where empowerment come in. You know, there's a problem, but there's no solution yet. And that's where you can come in to create the solution for it. And that's where your education could come in to help you create solution for the unknown. And when you can do that, that is where life, meaning, and purpose come in. That is where you feel powerful. You create your own ways and own things and own path for the world, for society, but most importantly for you, okay? So ask yourself, what is it that life is missing, or what do you want to know more about life to help you, be better, improve yourself, and then seek out an education to help you answer those questions. And when you can get an education to help you answer those life questions that you're always curious about, then you will be very innovative and creative, and that's what you want. You start to create your own thing, create your own path, create your own life, to do what you need to do to help you, create life, meaning, and purpose, and improve yourself. And that is one of the best way how education can help you, is to do that, okay? And last, passion, okay? Again, you want to pick something that you are passionate about, because like, again, business is looking for new information. And if you're not passionate about what you're learning, then you will not be motivated to learn, okay? And that's what company needs, okay? But most importantly, passion will give you motivation. Passion will give you persistence. Passion will give you commitment. Passion will give you consistent, and those are the qualities you need to become successful in life. Not only in career-wise, but in every area life areas, relationship, health, no matter what kind of life area you need motivation, if you have passion in what you do in life, it will give you. Okay, and that's how powerful passion is. A lot of people think, oh, passion is just for the workforce or for my career. But no, when you have passion, you will have the motivation to do everything in life successfully. No matter what you need to do in life, you can overcome challenges. You can solve problems, family, relationship, health with passion. You will have the motivation. You will be persistent. You will be consistent. And that's how powerful passion is. Okay? So when you pick an education, make sure you try to align all four. But if you can pick one that's more aligned, then do that. But the great thing is that all these are connected. If you can start out just one, but as you improve and focus on it, you will start to see that it all relate to each other. Okay, and that's the great thing. So, okay. So now that you have the right education, now we enter college. Okay, so how do we approach college to become successful? So when you enter college, it's important for you to only become a part-time student. And I will share with you why it's important for you to become a part-time student. Okay, part-time student means you take no more than 3 courses per semester, no more than 2 courses a quarter. Okay, and that is called a part-time student. So why do we need that? Because again, it all come back to the purpose, okay? Learn successfully. If you take too many classes, your brain will be stressed out, okay? And when your brain is stressing out, then you will not learn and absorb your information successfully, which means you might go to class, you might do the assignment, but the knowledge will not be in your memory. And then you will ruin the whole purpose of going to college, okay? Because when you have so many classes, the only thing that the brain care is just to get through the class. That's it. They don't care about if you finish, if you can learn successfully or not, or if it's absorbing in your mind or not. If you have too many classes, that's what the brain will focus on, not if you learn successfully. And that's why you don't want to overwhelm yourself with too many classes, okay? And like again, understanding yourself. If your brain is too focused on too many things or too many classes, then you can't pay attention if this class is good for me or not, okay? And you have to know if this class is good for me, so next semester, you will make better decision of what class I need to take. But if you're already stressing out, then you won't pay attention much if this class is fit who I am. And then you won't make a good decision next semester, okay? Remember, as you go through college, you should make better decisions every semester to get you where you want, and not go through school and just go through school and graduate and not truly understand, okay, if this is what I want. Because a lot of times students graduate, and when they graduate, they start, oh my God, this is not what I want anymore. Because they never have the opportunity to think about it while they were going to school because they are really stressed out, okay?
Can you show me the first stuff on college about the number of
This one?
courses? Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. So 3 courses.
The thing is, you can download the slide on our website.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
okay, I will show you how to do that at the end. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So I'd like to share with you now some ways to help you spot out your strength and talent as you take the classes. Okay, to help you make better decisions. Okay. So if you're looking forward to going to classes, that means you want to pay attention. What about that classes get you interested? Okay. Do you have a lot to say or share? Is there a topic that you have so much to say and share, you know, that you want to talk about? The reason why we have a lot to say and share is because we have the strength for it. We have the talent for it. Otherwise, we won't say a lot. Okay. The classes that you pay closely attention, like people are distracted, but you still have a focus. Okay, when you are interested in something, no matter what happens on your surrounding, you still pay attention. So pay attention to what you pay attention to. Okay, um, the assignment that you enjoy doing. Okay, if you enjoy doing some assignment, that means your strength and talent is in there somewhere, and so you want to pay attention to those. You sit up straight and active listening. You know, when we sit up straight, which means we are interested in something. Otherwise, we will slouch. Okay, when we slouch, that's a body behavior that we really don't care much. But if you sit up straight and truly active listening, that means something about it is interests you. So you want to pay attention to that, your behavior. Okay, and you ask a lot of questions. Remember curiosity? The reason why we're curious about something is we ask, right? Because we want to know the answer. If you're curious about something, you will keep asking questions until you get an answer. So pay attention to classes that or topic that you keep asking questions. Even though some questions might be silly to others, but you keep asking it because you want to make sure that you have the right answer because you are interested in it. Okay. So like for example, when I went through college, the class that I was interested in was English class. But here's the interesting, it is not English that was my strength and talent. I'm not good in writing, okay? That's not my strength. But it was the topic that I write about that got me interested, okay? I remember I had to write assignment on health and wellness and world peace, okay? So every time I sit down and I write about those two topics, I get very excited. And every time we share about those two topics, I get very excited. But it's not English that is what I'm good at, okay? It is the topic that was my passion, okay? But a lot of people think, okay, if I'm interested in English class, they thought that I'm good in English. But no, it is the topic that we write about, okay? And those are the things that we want to look at, okay? And if you are stressing out and you not take the time to learn, take the time to enjoy learning, then you will overlook those things. A lot of people overlook and they think that, okay, English is my strength, but it's not. It's the topic that is my strength. And people, if it's so stressed out, they won't look for those little things. Because when your brain is tired, you won't look for those little things that are important, okay? And that's why being a part-time student is important, to give your brain the opportunity to have time and opportunity to look at those small things. So another course that it would fit my strength and talent, it was communication. So I had to take a communication class for general ed, right? And I found out that every time we had to speak, I always volunteered to go first. You know, I didn't mind to go first. I just enjoy speaking, you know, and I couldn't wait to do it. A lot of people, you know, are afraid to go first, but I will always volunteer to go first. And I found that speaking, and that is why I started my career as a speaker, because I enjoy speaking and presenting. But another thing I found out that since we have to pick the topic that you can speak, so I always pick topics that relate to health and wellness. Okay, and so that was my education. But if I was so stressed out, and yes, I love speaking, but I might think communication is my passion, but it's not. It's the topic that I really do want to speak in is health and wellness. Okay, it's not communication. Okay, so and that's why you have to give yourself opportunity to pay attention to those little things that matters. That's where your strength and talent lie. But if you are really stressing out, like again, the brain don't have time for those little things, because all the brain care is for you to get done with your classes. And that's why you want to enjoy your classes. You want to take the time. And when you can understand those little things, you can make better decisions next semester. You know, what class should I take next semester that will more align with what I was feeling happy right now? I'm feeling happy that I was doing health and wellness. Okay, next semester, what can I do next to help me better decision to grow my interest? And that is what you want, okay? And if you find out that whatever major doesn't fit you right now, and you find out something's better, then make the transition, okay? Do not believe that I have wasted my time. Even if you spend 3 years in a major that you don't like, and you find out later that you need to switch, do it, okay? You won't regret it. A lot of time people think, oh my God, I wasted 3 years already. I don't want to change a major and start all over again. But I guarantee you, you would rather do that than stick with a major and keep on going on the path that you're not like. And remember, when we go to the workforce, even if you have a bachelor's degree, something you hate, you're not going to become successful. Okay, so but like again, if you can make and you want to make the switch as soon as possible, the moment you figure out that you need to make the switch, do it. Okay, and trust yourself to do it and believe that. Okay, you know, my bachelor's degree, I changed my major after 3 years. And it was one of the best decisions I ever made. That's when my strengths start to come out. That's when my talents start to come out, when I make the transition. And I was almost finished. Okay, I was probably 1 year away from graduating, but I made the switch. And that was one of the best decisions I ever made. If I didn't make the switch, I will always be stuck with a degree that I didn't like. And that set the tone for my career. That set the tone of where I want. And because it helped me lead to, after I make the switch, it helped me make better decisions. And that is important. Okay. And that's why through my master, through my PhD, I was never a full-time student. I was always a part-time student. And I did that on purpose. Okay, because I want to give my college education an opportunity so I can enjoy it. Okay, remember, you should be enjoying going to college. College should be a personal growth. And every time you learn about yourself, you should be happy. You should enjoy the process, correct? And if you're stressing out and you feel like, oh my God, there's too much, then you're not going to college successfully, okay? So next is experiences. Now that you have the knowledge, education, you want to go out and get experiences. And that's why being a part-time student is also important. Give you time to go out there while you go to school to get experiences. And there's two purposes why you want to get experience while you go to school. First is to test out your knowledge. Because sometimes when we go to school, something might seem like our strength and talent, but when you apply it, sometimes it's not. Okay, that's why applying is a big thing. It will tell you if that's your strength or talent or not. So that's why the moment I learn something in school, I apply it right away to see if that's my strength and talent. I don't wait until I finish school. I don't wait until I finish the course. The moment I learn something, I apply it in my career right away. And that will help me see, okay, is this fit my career? Is this fit my strength? So next semester, I can pick better courses to help me advance my career, okay? And that's why you want to go out and get experience right away while doing school, okay? But most importantly, the reason why you want to go out and get experience is so you have experience, right? So when you finish school, you say, okay, I'm good. I have experience with the right knowledge. And so that's the two purposes why you want to get experience while you go to school, okay? You can volunteer. I did a lot of volunteer when I through my master. Like I was taking health. My master was health psychology, so I teach to senior and young adult about mental health because my master was health psychology. So while I'm going to school, I go out and volunteer to teach senior about mental health. I teach young adult about mental health, and that helped me learn more about myself. Help me learn, okay, is this is where do I want to go down this path or not? Okay, and that is important to help me make better decisions. You know, and also when I go out. It teaches me a lot. It will teach me where I lack the knowledge. So when I'm learning, when I'm teaching to a young adult, it will tell me exactly, okay, where my lack of knowledge is that I'm missing. So when I go pick a college course, I will pick the right course to make sure I learn the right knowledge so I can go out there again to have a better experience when I'm helping others. And that's why it's important. Get part-time job. If you can get a part-time job, that's even great. Get paid while going to school, that's even better. But the key aim here, if you can't get a job, then you want to volunteer at least 4 hours a week. And 4 hours is not a lot, okay? But you want to get at least that amount to get a good experience, you know, to help you test out your strength and talent. So you can make better decisions for the next course, for the next semester, okay? And so experience is the key. Yes, okay. So last topic is I want to share with you how to not be so stressed out when you go to school, okay? So keep your life in balance. Health, career, relationship. These are life areas we cannot neglect. because no matter where you're at, you will have to deal with them. Health, you need to eat, you need to exercise, you can't avoid it, right? A career, which means throughout life, we need to work, we need to go to school, right? And relationship, no matter who you live with, make sure you spend time with them. Give them the opportunity time to build a relationship with them. If you live with your parents, make sure you have time to spend with your parents. If you live with your boyfriend and girlfriend, make sure to spend time with them. If you live by yourself, then that's not really a big issue, right? But whoever you live with, then you make sure you give time, okay? Because if you neglect any of this life area, you will be stressed out because this area does not go away. If something does not go away, the only thing you can do is manage it, okay? And that's why a college student are very stressed out. They give so focused on their school, they neglect their health, they don't eat well, they don't try to exercise, they don't sleep. That's why they're stressing out too. And relationship, they don't spend time, they mostly live with roommate and they don't spend enough time to build relationship with the roommate or with the family. This life area cannot be neglected. If you neglect this life area, you will be stressed out, okay? So you want to keep it balanced. And that's why a lot of people, workaholic, they get stressed out. Because why? Because they spend so much time at work that they neglect their family and their health. That's why they're stressing out, okay? And so you want to make sure you spend, doesn't mean you have to spend a lot. Like you go school 8 hours, okay? That doesn't mean you have to spend 8 hours taking care of your health. That doesn't mean you have to spend 8 hours of improving your relationship. You want to make sure you spend enough time to make it stable and not cause you to stress out. But if you are stressing out, probably one of these life areas you are lacking, okay? And then you want to see which area is lacking, then put the time in and try to improve it a little bit. And that's why being a part-time student is so important again, to give you the time to eat healthy, to go exercise, okay? Have time to build a relationship, okay? And we need that, otherwise we can't escape. Okay, so last, break time. When you're studying, you need to take breaks, okay? Because the brain can only handle so much at one time. So according to study, a brain can only truly stay focused for 2 hours long. That's when the brain gets tired. And when the brain gets tired, no matter how much you push the brain to do something, it will not absorb in the information, okay? So you think by sitting there for 4 hours and you're doing something productive, you are not, okay? You think you are, but our brain is not trained like that, okay? And the key is have a break every hour to recharge your brain, okay? Drink a cup of water, okay? Our brain uses a lot of water to think, okay? And after 1 or 2 hours of thinking, your brain is dehydrated. You know how we get irritated, angry, or frustrated? It's because we lack of water, okay? Take a walk, 3 to 5 minutes every hour to recharge your body. Your body be sitting down a lot, okay? And you need to recharge your body. That means you need to get up, stretch your body, because if your body is tired, your mind is also tired. And that's what I learned from health psychology. The body and mind is connected. When your body is tired, out of energy, your brain will also be out of energy, okay? So eat healthy, eat snack, but also eat a healthy meal, healthy diet, because our brain uses a lot of blood cell to think. And where do we get blood cell, healthy blood cell? From nutrition, okay? So did you know that the #1 cause of mental retardation is malnutrition? So people, if you don't believe me, you can do your own research and you'll find out that mental retardation is because of malnutrition, okay? So every hour, I will get up, drink a cup of water, use the restroom, walk every 3 to 5 minutes, and then come back. But the thing is, if you are drinking a cup of water every hour, and if your body is functioning well, it will force you to get up to use the restroom. Okay, so you have no choice but to get up, okay, because you can't hold on to it. So, and that is cool. And so if you drink a cup of water every hour, your body will push you to go to use the restroom, okay? So I have to get up anyway. So every time I get up every hour, I drink a cup of water, walk really quickly to recharge my body. Okay, and if you need to set a reminder to do it, do it. And sometimes when your body is not functioning well, and when you drink water in, it's not digesting, it's not absorbing in your body. It might not force you to go use the restroom every hour because your body is not absorbing in the water. So it won't tell you to use the restroom. And that's why if you have trouble with that, then set a reminder. You don't have to drink a cup of water, but set a reminder to go do other things. Walk, take a break, okay? Because your brain needs it, okay? And that's important because no matter how much you sit down and try to study, you're not going to become successful. You not only, you take a longer time to read something, and you also, the brain will absorb it in your mind. And so that's what we want, okay? So that is the end.